Hello, I'm Dave Peach, and this is the Crawfordsville Peachcast, sponsored by Tri-County Bank, your community bank since 1892. See them in person or at tricountybank.net. Tri-County Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Crawfordsville Peachcast, I'm Dave Peach, and who is with me today?
Dave Meyer,
He's
Dave
there.
Peach. I'm back. It's, Dave, the rumors of my demise due to flu were only so much truth. But I'm on the mend, Dave, and glad to be back on the Peachcast.
You said you're about 64%, right?
That was my rating today. Yesterday I thought I would be in the 60s, and I was in the 50s. And needed an afternoon nap. I'm feeling my my chronological designation, Dave. Let's just say that.
Now, let's get to the headline here. Dave Meyer turns how old this week?
Dave, I'm a 60-year-old.
I'm sorry, Dave Meyer turned how old this week?
60. 60.
Whoa.
Yeah. 6 decades.
Oh.
Do
you realize how depressed Maude was when she turned 50? Walter, I'm 50. Now you're 10 years older than Maude, and we all know how upset she was when she turned 50. And you're 60.
Yeah. I mean, Wilford Brimley, had done 2 or 3 of, the old people movies by now. I mean, 60, Dave. I mean, the guys at the plant were rounding the corner and getting ready to get their pants cut off in retirement is what I remember about adults in their 60s when I was, a smart young lad.
Well, how about the coach at IU, Curt Cignetti?
Curt Cignetti. See, he's not a kid.
He gets his dream job at 63?
Yeah. And let's say it was worth the wait, I would think. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm not out to pasture yet. In fact, I feel revived. Just only 64% worse.
Congratulations.
Okay.
Our movie today is 64% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is kind of fitting. That
how did that? Yeah, but it's appropriate.
That's crazy. The
movie
movie
is a
is
little high.
The movie will be. Is it our movie is or will be? The movie
I think it is. It also will be, but it is
Dick. The movie is called Dick. Number 49 as far as the films, made in 1999. We'll talk about it coming up. But first, I do play-by-play for the Lebanon Leprechauns in the TBL.
And how are they doing this year, Dave?
Well, we haven't started. March 3rd. March 3rd.
Well,
now,
so we're ramping up, and it's, what is the season? Give me a little, how many games?
24 games, 12 home games. I'll do 12 home games. Don't go on the road. I might go to a road game to watch, but it's kind of a good gig because 12 trips to Lebanon.
You know the way. 25
minutes right there. They've got a Hardee's. They've got plenty of Speedway convenience stores. You go
across State Road 32, Dave.
I have got to be within, 25 miles of a Speedway convenience store.
It's just to make you less anxious.
At all times.
That's
and we got plenty of them there. And so I did the draft, and the draft was in Westfield.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, the draft was in Carmel at Hotel Carmichael.
Okay. Yeah, that was a nice locale. Yes.
Now on Wednesday or on Friday, it was at Westfield Prairie Waters Event Center. That was a pre-draft. They call it the interview. I did that.
Okay.
Now I was a little hungry after the interview because I don't like to eat a whole lot when I'm working.
No, ever. It's not the right feeling. You don't want to be a little edgy, a little hungry, right?
Yeah, you want to be hungry. So the good thing about being in Westfield is that you can throw a rock and hit a Chick-fil-A.
See, that is not on the sign when you roll into town, but Dave Peach just gave you a load of good information.
Yes. Now, we don't have one here in Crawfordsville. There's not one. There's not even one in Brownsburg. There's not one in Danville.
I was going to say they haven't.
There's not one in Kokomo.
Far.
There's no one in Kokomo. When I go there.
I was going to say, they must have a very, very conservative policy as far as moving west of Indianapolis.
People love Chick-fil-A. Okay.
Yeah, they and as my editor buddy says, he's gay for the waffle fries.
Yeah. So anyway, I go to there's a point to this story, and it's very, 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 very important.
I know I was coming.
So I go to Chick-fil-A by myself, and I go to order, and they hand me the drink cup, and the straw is affixed to the cup.
Okay, it's okay. Is it like It's in the cup. It's part of the cup.
It's on the outside of the cup.
Outside,
and it's like glue. It's got a little paper, kind of like a sticky note outside, holding the straw. And he hands this to me, and I'm immediately thinking, this is a problem for me.
So how did you respond to this? First, I don't think I've ever seen. I know like Starbucks has like they have their own self-contained thing and this and that, and occasionally I see that, but I'm not what you're describing. I've not seen.
Yeah, well, you've got to take the straw's got to come out of the wrapper somehow.
At least that's the trick that I like before putting my mouth on stuff.
So, I'm holding this cup. And I'm thinking, well, do I try to? And I'm driving in Westfield while I'm doing this because I'm to drive through. I'm rolling on.
Are you on the phone, Dave?
No, I'm not on the phone. Okay. So I'm thinking, well, what do I do with this? Do I try to? And I tried to get the straw at the top and pull it through, but then I thought, I think the little sticky thing is holding it in there, and it's a styrofoam cup. Okay.
Okay.
And so I'm worried about the lid popping off.
Yes.
I'm worried about the lid while this is all going on. So I'm thinking, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I go, well, while you decide, just put it between your legs as you're driving. Okay.
Okay. To start.
Yes. I'm thinking.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. And then it's Westfield, right?
Sure.
So I come up on a yellow, and I'm like, man, I better stop this because I don't want to contribute any to the Westfield economy here. And you can imagine the cup just goes forward.
Okay.
When I stopped.
Slightly better than backwards.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm thinking, well, folks, I've known these cups just to take a hit and be okay. So I'm thinking, well, maybe, just maybe. And I picked the thing up, and at the bottom, it's like at a 45-degree angle. Angled up. The liquid is just going everywhere.
Oh, gosh.
And I'm like, and so I have no drink.
Oh, dang.
For my sandwich and fries, and I'm just thinking, how could I have done it differently? I guess you put it in the cup holder while you decide, but that momentary lapse of judgment, reason, whatever.
Dave, we didn't grow up with cup holders, did we? We did not grow up with cup holders.
So it was tough. And
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was really tough. And, I put the cup in the cup holder, and because it had broken, it took me like a week to get all the liquid out of the cup. Well, not a week, but it was there, and I'm like, I better get that liquid out. Complete disaster. So, folks, if you're out there, just hand me, I'm going to get this on a T-shirt, hand me the stinking straw.
Okay. He needs the straw separate.
I got both hands. They both work. I can take the straw, and I can take the cup, and I can deal with it. Okay, I'm just saying.
Next time, folks. He's not asking a lot on the way to Westfield.
We've got. Somebody said we watched this movie Dick, and my wife said, "Boy, this could be like a bad movie." And then my son Matthew said, "It's not bad enough to be a bad movie." Now think about that.
Okay. He's being distinct. I like that. It's not. I was gonna say I didn't hate the movie, but I was just disappointed, Dave. That's all.
It's a lot of. I mean, they had a lot of lumber in this movie. There were a lot of big names in this movie.
Yeah, I mean, you don't reveal Canadian Ryan, now Deadpool, is in this as a child in the third act, and he's a throwaway. Gosh, I mean, there's some good. It's a mix. I mean, I expect, if nothing else, Terry Garr's in this, right?
Yeah.
Terry Garr. So, and Bruce McCullough's hair as Bernstein was good, but it's just a tough. With Harry Shearer and Will Ferrell and
Ryan Reynolds,
Kids in the Hall.
Ryan
Reynolds. That's it. Even the guy French Stewart playing Larry King at the front. He's a funny guy.
The interviewer.
The interviewer. So it just didn't. Anna Gasteyer, Saturday Night Live. I think Jim Breuer was also on Saturday Night Live. So this should have, and of course, Dave, one of our favorites from both One-on-One and Godfather 2.
Oh,
we cannot forget. Who cannot we forget, Dave?
Is it GS or GD?
GD.
Spradlin.
I believe definitely spelled that way, but he's the guy that didn't.
Spradlin?
He wasn't ever on. Johnny was never saying his name, right? He was never sitting on the couch, but he was that guy, that scared you as that guy. And he's playing Ben Bradley. So a lot of people have played Ben Bradley.
I'm going to squeeze you. I'll be every once in a while. I do this Senator Geary. Now I'm going to be talking a little more frankly than maybe you're used to. I'm going to speak very clearly. Maybe something you're not used to.
Oh,
I don't like your kind.
It's so good, Dave.
And then,
He's
of course,
so good.
Another T-shirt. We've done this before.
That is the trickster.
We've done this before. Apparently you have done it before, but this time it didn't work out.
No,
let's just say
it did not.
Let's just say it didn't work out for you,
no.
Senator Geary. And so I always do that with my family. I go, hey, just like Senator Geary said, and they throw stuff at me.
Well, I'm going to squeeze.
Yeah, I'm going to squeeze you. I'm going to squeeze you.
Dave.
Pat. What's her name? Kay. But he called her Pat by mistake, and they said he called her Pat by mistake because Pat Nixon and all that. So here we go. So the movie is called Dick. Kirsten Dunst and Michelle Williams. What is Michelle Williams? We'll talk about the movie. It's number 40.
I believe she won an Oscar.
Yeah, you're going to have to look her up. But we're going to talk about the movie Dick. It is our 49th Untoasted movie from 1999. It's next on the Crawfordsville Peachcast.
Bazing. Wow, that's fun to say. Bazing is Tri-County Bank's Smart Rewards checking account. With Bazing, you have cell phone protection, ID theft protection, roadside assistance, discounts at area businesses, and more. This is Bria French. Contact me or any of our great employees to begin your entry into Bazing banking. Terms and conditions may apply. Tri-County Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Crawfordsville Peachcast, and we are, did we say our sponsors? We're sponsored by BK Home Improvement and Zon's Blowing and Design Center, and also Central Indiana Rubber, CIR, Power for You, 1, 2, 3. Hello, Todd. The movie is Dick. It is about Richard Nixon and Watergate, and similar kind of to Sunset. It's that we did last time. It's a fantasy. Well, this is pure fantasy. It is
pure fantasy.
There is a well-known narrative.
Yes.
That they weave into this fantasy.
Yeah, and first of all, I must say I want to thank you.
I guess it's history. It's not a narrative. Yeah. It's history. Well-known history, well-established history, but kind of like similar to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah,
it's they weave some other stuff into history.
It plays loose, I guess. And I want to say, first of all, this movie Dick is about Richard Nixon. I was thinking, first of all, there's not been a movie with this title before. And when I'm Googling this, I always made sure I put in the movie Dick. But I don't know what I think the concept that they probably came up with was, they well enough to sell, I guess. Also, this was a time when a lot of these movies were made. Like movies like this don't get made now. They just don't. They're not really there. I mean, or they're more of a streaming service thing. This could be a one-off or something, but I don't think it would be made. It's just, it doesn't hold you at any point, Dave. And it's filled with a cavalcade of comedic stars.
Well, let's go over the names that are in this movie, and then I'll let you take us through the plot. We have Kirsten Dunst.
Kirsten Dunst, who's been in a ton of stuff, starting out with, I think, like Interview with a Vampire when she was even younger than this, working with Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt, all the way, flash forward to a lot of different projects. Elizabethtown, one that we may review upcoming at some point. But, yeah, she's been in a lot of work. And
Spider-Man, come on.
Dave, of course. I'm sorry. The biggest thing ever.
I bet she makes a little money on the residuals on that. I bet that I see those in 1, 2, 3, like 9 hours of checks in the mail.
Yeah, no, she's this movie is not providing her any more sustenance.
No, I don't think so.
Whatsoever.
Even though it Fandango charged me $3.99 to watch it. Not that I'm bitter. Michelle Williams. I'll just go over the names. Michelle Williams as Arlene, yes. Harry Shearer, Will Ferrell, Ryan Reynolds, Dan Hedaya.
Yeah, another guy that never sat on the couch, Dave. I don't know how you say it. He actually looks enough like Nixon, right, to be a somewhat you didn't need prosthetics. I'll give him that.
Terry Garr, Dave Foley, our good friend from Kids in the Hall or something like that.
Kids in the Hall and
News
Radio, exactly.
Sal Rubinek, who I recognize. I did not check out his filmography, but I would assume he's been in a bunch of movies that we've seen. He played Henry Kissinger.
He had a few good lines as Kissinger. Harry Shearer, who we're well familiar with, is G. Gordon Liddy in this, so it's quite a different group.
And you mentioned we'll talk about G.D. Sprodlin. This was his last movie.
Wow, I'm sure he did not want to go out on that.
No,
but that's just me.
No, and Andrew Fleming directed this movie. Cost $13 million. It made 6.3. That's not good.
No, Dave.
Now, take us through the premise of the movie, Dick.
Well, if you are familiar with the Watergate story, I guess that's the entry point for everyone. And they, this is kind of under a super 70s kind of feel. I wondered after, starting to watch it, if maybe, what was happening in our zeitgeist that it got this greenlit, Great soundtrack. We can say that if you love kind of all kinds of the funky, breezy 70s songs that you might remember or not. Stuff like Dancing Queen from ABBA and ABC from Jackson 5, Crocodile Rock, Hooked on a Feeling. How many times have you heard Hooga, Hooga, Hooga Chaka in a movie, Dave?
Not Blue Suede, Blue Swede.
Not Blue Suede.
Blue Swede.
Yeah. Blue Swede.
And then the other one that you've heard a million times, Come and Get Your Love by Redbone.
Oh, a good one. And I mean, so there are some things about this that are very familiar, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they try to weave it into this narrative of these gals happen to stumble, onto, because one lives in the White House, lives in the Watergate building with her mom. The other lives in Georgetown. And so they're trying to get out and do some stuff. And it's all about originally like Bobby Sherman, right? One of them has a big crush on Bobby Sherman, which, Dave, folks that aren't our age, that name, they're Googling if they're interested, right? Nobody knows who Bobby Sherman is.
I do.
Okay.
Julie, 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 do you love me? Julie,
see, that's
Julie,
the thing.
Julie, do you love me?
How many? Bobby there was an era there when you could be not that successful, not that long, and be very popular.
Well, let me just tell you this about Bobby Sherman.
Okay.
Now, some folks might be familiar with John Davidson.
Correct.
Okay. Now, so if you're not familiar with John Davidson and you're not familiar with Bobby Sherman, think of the human being that you know in your life that has the largest head of hair that is about, I don't know, about just naturally without even any product or whatsoever. I mean, that is like a thick cut. I would say about a 3-inch at the top hair. I mean, it's maybe not quite Gino Vanelli hair, but I mean,
we're in that range.
But we are in that range. I mean, Bobby Sherman had hair. It was like when he went to the barber, he would get maybe the tip of the ear cut. You know, just show the tip of the ear. I mean, so anyway, so he's known for his hair and his pleasant singing. And he was as far as the ladies, they like Bobby Sherman.
I'm sure that this exists in many forms today, but the Tiger Beat magazine and all those kind of teen idol periodicals were a big deal at every grocery store and Hook's drugstore growing up. So I remember seeing Bobby Sherman as well as seeing like Tony DeFranco, Dave, as along with Donnie and Michael. And who else would be in those categories?
Is it Leif or Leif Garrett?
I think it's Leif, but you may be right. Leif Garrett. I don't know.
You mentioned Donnie Osmond.
I mentioned Donnie, but that's a pretty good. Leif Garrett's a good call.
I think that's about as far as I can think as far as that. I mean, Danny Bonaducci.
Yes, Danny. Well, Keith Partridge,
David Cassidy.
Yeah. So let's just say
Sean Cassidy a little bit later.
We're going to keep it going.
Go ahead.
Basically, she's infatuated with Bobby Sherman, okay? And so they're going to go mail. They got to mail late. They got to get it to it's got to be postmarked by midnight, Dave. So they're in the Watergate building. They sneak out. And as they're going down to mail this, they decide that they're going to basically put tape over the lock so they can get in and out of the building without having a key and alert the guard or mom or whatever. So they do this, and then the security guard finds this and sees a break, thinks, we've been broken into. Ironically, Dave, this is the night of the Watergate break-in.
Imagine that.
How about that? So that begins our premise. And then the next day, of course, because we had to carry this over. Okay, they're going to be on a tour. They're 15-year-old students in Washington, D.C. They're on a tour. They're going to the White House.
How convenient.
Wait a minute, Dave. G. Gordon Liddy.
Wait a minute. So let's rewind that a second.
Okay.
So the one gal lives in Michelle Williams' character, Arlene Lorenzo, lives in the Watergate hotel, apartment, whatever. So they happen to stumble on the Watergate break-in.
Yes. And they G. Gordon Liddy sees them and they see him.
And the following day, they just so happen to be going on a school trip to the White House.
What are the odds, Dave? What are the odds? I know they live there. So, okay, they're in D.C. at the White House on the tour. Mm-hmm. He sees them again, gets nervous, okay, kind of pulls them into this thing, and the next thing you know, they're in the office. Nixon, basically, because his dog, they see the dog, they make noises. The dog runs to them through the Oval Office, into the office they're in. The next thing you know, Liddy's trying to piece this together with the person playing his chief of staff, which is Dave Foley, who is H.R. Haldeman. So basically, it's like already they are working on the cover-up is what you're learning. And somehow our lovely young ladies, Betsy and Arlene, are now in the middle of this. So they co-opt them into becoming presidential dog walkers. And that is the original premise. It just so happened, I believe, I'm just sure this first visit, but they had brought cookies Did they bring cookies on the first visit, Dave?
I think it might have been the second.
It might have been the second.
I mean, it was the first visit after the school trip.
Yes, after the school. So they bring when they come back to walk the dog. At first they can't get in, and then they're able to get in because I'm trying to think. They see Kissinger, Dave. Is that? I don't know.
Eventually,
anyway,
they see some money laundering or some money.
They do.
They see kind of like, hey, oh wow.
They eventually see everything. I mean, what's interesting is they did incorporate a lot of things in there, but basically they first become presidential dog walkers, and then to add to the fantasy, Nixon makes them his secret youth agents for the country, and tells them not to tell anybody. And of course, they proceed to tell everyone at school. Some people believe them, some people don't. Part of this is going on is one of them has a brother who just got drafted. He likes to smoke marijuana, and basically what you learn is part of their secret cookie recipe that is known as Hello Dollies. These cookies are called Hello Dollies, are basically pot cookies. Okay. So we eventually introduced the concept of Richard Nixon eating the pot brownies and getting a little, out of sorts and happy as a result. Later, he gives them the Brezhnev. We actually bring Brezhnev. Well, now,
you left out that because of their commiseration with Richard Milhouse Nixon, the Vietnam War ends. Or at least Vietnam, I guess it didn't end until 75, but he announced that the
draft.
The draft and all that. For all intents and purposes, the Vietnam War.
The drawdown began.
Okay,
so that's part of it. There's a lot of loose stuff happening along the way. Arlene loses her Bobby Sherman thing and picks up a Dick Nixon thing, and then we have some fantasy sequences, Dave, with an old actor and a young actor on the beach that are just weird, and thank God they didn't go on too long. But it's just
don't forget more marijuana cookies.
More, we got to keep going to the pot cookies. At one point, we introduce, I believe we had Ted McGinley as kind of a
Teddy
bad
Mack.
guy.
Teddy Mack,
who's in there.
Well, how many bad things has he been in?
Ted is.
I mean, he is the shark.
It's a long way from the USC calendar.
Don't they equate Ted McGinley with jumping the shark?
I think he is the name that is most associated.
Yeah.
I think he was someone who was so good looking at a certain point they guaranteed him a future in acting. And
so handsome it hurts.
Yeah, so handsome. But he became the person to keep Arlene's mother, Terry Garr, happy and quiet at one point.
I would have to say that, Happy Days with Ted McGinley, Love Boat with Ted McGinley.
Yeah, there's your Ted.
I mean, Married with Children with Ted McGinley. There's a little bit on the fastball of Married with Children when Ted showed up. I'll give him that. We'll give him that, but. Man, Happy Days with Ted McGinley. Bring Chuck back.
Bring Chuck. Where's Chuck? Oh my goodness. Well, Dave,
then the movie goes on for another hour.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and the movie goes on for anher hour. Leonard Maltin gave this 3 stars. I'm not sure if he's still alive. I don't. It may have been more funny to. Dave in 1999, but I don't think so.
Yeah, I think it's kind of funny to look at, but I don't know if at the surface it's that funny. I mean, a little bit of Will Ferrell and the other guy that plays Bernstein.
The other kids in the hall guy, Bruce McCullough. Yeah,
it's if you want to see these folks, then watch. I mean,
there's plenty of good movies. I mean, Michelle Williams has been, 5 Academy Award nominations. She won the Best Supporting Actress for Brokeback Mountain and Manchester by the Sea and Best Actress for Blue Valentine. I mean, she's well credited, period. I doubt she cites this when they ask her.
Yeah, and I think it speaks to something that we've discovered along the way on these Untoasted is that, an actor, an actress, it's hard to find a hit. There's a lot of movies. I mean, you look at Al Pacino in City Hall. How many people, oh yeah, Al Pacino was in City Hall. I mean, there's a lot of movies that are just, we'll call them inning number 2 through 6. You have to get through innings 2 and 6, 2 to 6 to get to the good stuff. And, they just keep making them. And I think Hackman made a lot of movies too that he probably wish he hadn't.
Yeah, no, this has got, if you were going to take these ingredients and sell them, you should do better than this.
But you see, and that's the thing that I have trouble, relating to some people in my family.
Sure.
I enjoy these. I enjoy watching these movies to see how they react and to see, G.D. Sprodlin, his last movie, Kirsten Dunst without Tobey Maguire, Will Ferrell without, really a lot of comedic material to work with, and Harry Shearer and Terry Garr. Oh, we lost Terry Garr last year. To see her makes me feel good. They're doing their best. It ain't Top Gun. It ain't Back to the Future.
Yep.
But I like it. I like to see their effort.
No, it's a good effort. And we gave it I think we've given it a nice, a look-see. And, we didn't go in with it with a bad attitude, Dave. I say that we are objective, and we're 51% full, I believe.
Number 49, Untoasted, 1999's Dick. We are back with segment 3 next on the Crawfordsville Peachcast. Central Indiana Rubber Products provides the power for you. Central Indiana Rubber Products, or CIR, keeps farm equipment and local manufacturing processes running with gaskets, belts, seals, and O-rings, among a variety of other products and services. Employee-owned and always customer-focused. Central Indiana Rubber Products, 989 West, 83 North, Crawfordsville, and at indianarubber.com. Central Indiana Rubber Products, or CIR, power for you. Dave Peach here with Brandon Kappas from BK Home Improvement. And Brandon, you have an exciting announcement.
Yes, Dave, thank you. We're excited to announce Zahn's Floor Covering is now Zahn's Flooring and Design Center, acquired by BK Home Improvement.
I understand Bob Zahn will be staying to help.
We are excited to have that, and absolutely, Zahn's Flooring and Design Center is happy to have Bob Zahn still involved in that same local presence they're used to dealing with.
There has been a little confusion. BK Home Improvement is not affiliated with BK Painting or BK Property Management. You are located at your headquarters in Lebanon, Indiana.
Yes, we are excited to expand both brand names inside of both markets for Lebanon and Crawfordsville. Please come visit our showroom at 310 North Green Street, as we will consistently be redesigning and offering new, innovative products and technologies.
And you are still going to say,
Zahn's Flooring and Design Center. We are everywhere you walk.
Crawfordsville Peachcast, and it's time to quiz Dave Meyer. Are you ready?
Oh, Dave, this is exciting. Yes.
Okay. Name the actor. Now, there might be more than one.
Okay.
But let's just see if you can name the one that we are chronicling.
The one we're looking for.
The actor who was in Endless Love and Pretty in Pink.
Okay, let me think about this for a moment. Endless Love, am I correct, Dave? That's the Brooke Shields.
Mm-hmm.
And I am trying to recall the male lead, and that may be the person. Ricky? Is it a Ricky? Not a Ricky.
I don't know his character. I just know that.
Then Pretty in Pink. In Pretty in Pink, my head goes to Andrew McCarthy, James Spader, and John Cryer. But
your answer.
That's not.
Your answer. Endless Love, Pretty in Pink. Okay, you named one. You named him.
I did name it. I'm going to go Andrew McCarthy. What is it?
James Spader.
I was James Spader. Okay, Dave. I got lucky just knowing that much, but do not recall him in Endless Love.
More James. I think hey, according to Closer magazine, he was in it.
Okay.
James Spader was in a TV show with William Shatner. What would that show be?
Boston Legal, Dave.
You are correct.
Yes.
And here is the. He was also in The Office. He was also in Lincoln. Played like some weird character name in Lincoln. He was in Sex, Lies, and Videotape. But here we go. How many seasons did James Spader? I guess I should say this is probably the whole series. But so we'll ask if it lasted more seasons than James Spader was in, then we'll sue me. But how many seasons was James Spader in The Blacklist?
Wow. I just wrote The Blacklist because I felt this coming, Dave. Wow. This is going to be one of those where I feel like I should guess more than what I believe, but I don't have a reason. So I'm going to go 5 years.
10 years.
Oh, my goodness, Dave.
I still can't believe that. Can you look that up to make sure?
Is it still on?
Can you look that up to make sure?
Okay.
I mean, my
Dave.
goodness. The Blacklist, 10 seasons. Now here's the deal. Maybe there were some movies or something. Sometimes
I don't know.
Sometimes they do this with, they make a couple movies and they call that, of course, I want to find out. Dave Meyer's going to find out real quick.
Dave, it's right here. Total of 218 episodes.
218.
All the way to February 26, 2023. First aired in 2013, Dave. 10 years. Hello.
The Blacklist made it 10 years. I did not watch 1 minute of The Blacklist. Not one minute.
Somewhere. I'm guessing it's in the Peacock world.
Yeah.
And I guess if you want to go there, there's a lot you could if you want to get into that. I remember it when it first came out because they did a lot of promo and it was going to be interesting or supposedly kind of this, I don't know, whodunit political thriller television thing. And I don't remember watching much at all.
Okay, Dave. Now, while we do not recognize as the definitive or exhaustive list of the 10 best game shows of all time, our friends at Closer Magazine, and I have a subscription. It's like $9. We've talked about this. It's like $9 at Target. But I subscribe for like 53 cents an issue. But we've talked about this before.
The best way.
So they have listed the 10 best game shows of all time. I turned in my list, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, so when you say it's not your favorite 10, it's what Closer Magazine feels are the 10 best game shows. So let's put you on the clock. If you need some time to think, we can take a break and then be back.
I'm just gonna lean in. Start with the easy ones, or at least what I believe would be the more readily on this list. And so I'm going to start with Jeopardy and Wheel.
Jeopardy and
Wheel of Fortune.
I'm not. You're going to list them, and then we'll go over them.
Is that however you want to?
Yeah, let's do it. You're going to give me 10, and then we'll tell you yay or nay.
After that, I think the next one would be The Price is Right.
Got it. I am noting these.
Okay.
Yep.
And then I'm going to get into my personal kind of thoughts, and that begins with Match Game, Dave.
I am writing them down.
I know they brought it back, I believe, with Alec Baldwin a few years ago, but I'm, the Gene Rayburn thin, long microphone days with Charles Nelson Riley and Brett, right?
Crazy Larry is so crazy. He took his tape dispenser and I don't know. Yeah, okay. Yeah,
exactly. Okay, so then I go.
He thought his tape dispenser was actually his blank.
Exactly.
Okay.
I mean, okay, so where do I go after that? It's like that's where I started turning, and I go to our old friend, Press your luck.
Press your luck. Okay.
I mean, so that's
you've got five. You got five.
So I've got five. I'm okay. Now I'm in my head a little bit. So I'm gonna reach over for one that I'm pretty sure is there, but I never a personal favorite, but I'm gonna include it, which is Family Feud. Okay.
Survey says.
Now, after that, Dave, it gets a little funky for me in that I'm thinking, is Survivor is that
no.
Okay.
Don't go reality. No.
Don't get.
We're talking about half-hour game shows with a host.
Half-hour game shows with a host. And that's okay, that's fair.
A bubbly host, well suited, with a nice suit on.
Okay, well then in my head, again, I now get into some of the classic old weird stuff or whatever. So I'm going to say Truth or Consequences. Okay, is my next pick. And then this is where I'm showing my age, Dave.
Three more.
Okay. I hope I can come up with three more that I think are possible. But what's my line in my head? And then Truth or Consequences?
You already did that one.
Oh, I did that. Okay.
Yeah.
Then, Dave, now, Deal or No Deal, would that be considered?
It could be.
But that's not really. I'm thinking more Monty Hall, and later Wayne. And I'm having trouble remembering that, Dave. That I'm the name.
You want me
of
to
that
help
show.
you out?
Yes, Dave.
Let's make a deal.
We'll
give you that one.
After that, Dave,
you got one more.
I got one more. Okay, I'm just gonna go the Newlywed Game.
Okay.
Dave, there's a lot of them out there. Most of them don't stick, and they're
Oh, you're good. Let's see. So Price is Right is on the list.
Okay.
Wheel of Fortune is on the list.
Okay.
Jeopardy is on the list.
Okay.
Match Game is on the list. Pressure Luck is not on the list.
Okay.
Family Feud is on the list.
Okay.
Truth or Consequences is not on the list.
Okay.
What's My Line? Not on the list.
Understand.
Let's Make a Deal on the list.
Okay.
Newlywed Game is not on the list. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got 6. I got 6 too.
Wow. I would have thought you would have done better.
I did. I got Price is Right, Let's Make a Deal, Family Feud, Match Game, Wheel of Fortune, and Jeopardy. I went with my favorite. I mean, people talk about sick days. My favorite sick day game show, $25,000 Pyramid with Dick Clark.
The Pyramid, Dave.
I love that.
Dick Clark.
This is the one I disagree with. I'm going to green this one, and we're going to get back to this one. Okay. Newlywed Game and Dating Game. I missed on those.
Okay.
So the list is Price is Right, Let's Make a Deal, Family Feud, Match Game, Wheel of Fortune, Jeopardy, Hollywood Squares, Password, You Bet Your Life, and To Tell the Truth.
Password and To Tell the Truth are a couple.
Yeah, Alan Ludden. Now, the thing about Alan Ludden, largely, a lot of people think he's the best game show host in history. Alan Ludden. I mean, he was
solid.
He was solid. And, of course, Peter Marshall, who recently passed, Hollywood Squares, Hello Stars, and many incarnations. John Davidson was on forever on at 7:30 on syndication.
Absolutely.
With Hollywood Squares, and there's been others as well. The one that I want to go to, because I feel it carved out its own fame, and that is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire with Regis.
Yeah.
When that show came on, it was one of the most popular shows.
Yeah.
It captivated the nation.
Yeah. That was the last time we had a game show that, immediately it was like Batman, multiple nights. Now we've got a daytime version. How quickly can we get the home version out?
Yeah,
pretty intense.
And I had a little computer version that was so cool to play. And people were talking about it. I mean, it really took over as far as media, and Regis was the perfect host. So I understand their list, but I'm gonna say that I'm gonna stick with Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. It's in my top 10. I think it should have been in their top 10. You Bet Your Life with Groucho Marx. That's a long time ago. I can understand, you're putting in a classic from black and white era. But I don't know what, I guess I would, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire versus To Tell the Truth? That's a tough argument.
Yeah.
I'll go with Who Wants to Be a Millionaire over To Tell the Truth in my top 10, because so many times, like on ESPN, they talk about teams that did not make the NCAA tournament. Well, then name me the team that you're going to leave out. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Syracuse should have been in. Syracuse should have been in. Syracuse. Well, who do you leave out? There's only 68 teams. You got to leave somebody out. It's like, oh, he's a good coach. Hey, I tell you what. Tell me a bad coach out there. I'm just curious. Just give me a bad coach. You've named 5 good ones.
I also this was the last major resurgence of Regis. Like he was. Mm-hmm. He was hot. He was Regis, and then he was ultra white hot Regis. Showing up, doing cameos, walk-ons on Letterman during this time. I mean, it was he was fun.
And the show has made it with other hosts.
Yeah, absolutely. And some Meredith Vieira. Yeah, she's had so it's definitely been kept going for a lot of people. But the Regis entry of that was one of those zeitgeist things that happened and got crazy in people's loving a game show.
One more question, Dave, and maybe you know, maybe you do not know.
Okay.
If I was going to name 20, I might go Deal or No Deal.
Oh, sure, absolutely.
I mean, it there's no skill. There's no, it's just guessing. There is a little, what am I going to do? Where do I quit? All this stuff. But what's Deal or No Deal Island?
I have not gotten there.
Yeah, I'm like, is it based on Deal or No Deal?
I'm guessing it must be.
Huh. This is something for further study.
Further study. We got to put the crack research staff on
Deal
this.
or No Deal Island. We'll check that out for the next episode or one of the upcoming episodes of the Crawfordsville Pete's Cast. Hey, we're coming up on 150 as far as episodes, and we're coming up on 50 for Untoasted. They will happen on the same episode. We will go 150.
How about that?
We will go 50. We still do not have the movie picked out. We are going to work on that, so stay tuned. Coming up in other episodes of the Crawfordsville Pete's Cast, we will have interviews with folks in the TBL and the Lebanon Leprechauns, so keep it on
Lots to look forward to, Dave.
Some shows to look forward to. David, I'm glad you're better.
I am too, Dave. I'll be in the 70s this weekend.
You'll be in the 70s. Well, you won't be in the 70s until another 10 years, right?
Yes, that's true.
9 years and 360 days. Yeah.
I'll be 70 percentile Dave Meyer, full on, ready to go this weekend as I continue my healing journey.
David, we will talk in the future. This is the Crawfordsville Pete's Cast. We are presented by our good friends at BK Home Improvement, Zahn's Flooring and Design Center, also Central Indiana Rubber, CIR, Power for You. 1, 2, 3. Hello.
Hello, Todd.
Thanks for listening to the Crawfordsville Pete's Cast, sponsored by Tri-County Bank, your community bank since 1892. Tri-County Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. I'm Dave Peach. Join us every Thursday for a new episode on Apple or Spotify. Please like, subscribe, and download the Crawfordsville Peach Cast. This podcast was produced and edited by Up There Media and is a presentation of Fork Broadcasting Digital.